on, Duke. Let's go do those crimes.
Yeah. Let's go get sushi and not pay.
Fuck you! That's my name!
Are you crazy? No. I'm just marking my territory. And you got in the way.
What the hell kind of clown are you?
The crying on the inside kind, I guess. They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my God!
That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do.
Hey guys, it's Movies for Brains, and I'm back after about a year, and I will be making videos again. So it's going to be pretty fun. And so the first thing I'm going to do is get into an update of stuff that I've bought. This is not all the things that I've bought between now and then, obviously for that whole year, but I'll do more. I didn't want to do one update for like that entire year because it would make the video entirely too long. So I'm just going to do them in sections, I think. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I have that I bought, and I really love these, I got these basically for my birthday, Drive-In Delirium 1, 2, and 3. So these are basically trailers. They're just Blu-rays of trailers, and they're really long. They're like 6 hours long a piece. Pretty cool. Horror, action trailers. So this one is mainly like 80s action and horror. This one is 80s horror. And then this one is divided into the 60s and the 70s. What's really impressive about those is that you think there would be overlap. You think there would be repeats, but there aren't really. So that's pretty cool. And then next, I got Horror Express, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, Telly Savalas, Arrow Video. Really nice edition. Inside art there. Pretty great. Of course, it's got the reversible art like most Arrow Video releases do. I think that's the original art. And this is like the new art on the front. Pretty good. It kind of falls apart at the end, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. Horror Express, 1971, I think. Actually, it doesn't say. That's annoying. Okay, but anyway, Horror Express. Okay, then the next we have The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward, 1971, Italian giallo, directed by Sergio Martino. This is really great. I just watched this last night. Cool, giallo, sleazy, a lot of nudity in this movie. It's very weird. It's one of those films where, like, I guess you realize about halfway through it. Sorry, I've got a sunburn on my head, so that's what that is. It's not dandruff, I swear. Anyway, no, it's one of those films. It's interesting because the giallo aspect of the film is actually a red herring. You realize at the end it actually doesn't have anything to do with the story at all. But it was it was entertaining. It was good. Again, lots of nudity. All right. Absurd, another Italian horror film. Joe DiMaggio, not DiMaggio, Joe D'Amato. This is a Italian horror film. It's basically an Italian Halloween. Michael Myers plays this dude here plays this guy who's like he's like a genetic mutation. He can regenerate cells, so he can't really get hurt, and so no one can stop him. And there's a lot of pretty cool gore in the film. It goes on. It kind of drags near the end. I don't know. There's like a weird little kid in it who's pretty good actually. Good acting. Yeah. This is a Severn release. This is another film where they released the movie and the soundtrack. They did that with the Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward as well. Yeah. I do love the Severn releases with the black Blu-ray case. Okay, next I have Westworld. Westworld, 1980 or maybe 79. Can't remember. Yul Brynner, Richard Benjamin, James Brolin. I did not love this movie. I kind of wanted to. I don't know. It's written and directed by Michael Crichton. I didn't realize Michael Crichton directed it. I think it is kind of funny that he did this movie in like the 80s. It kind of bombed. And then basically a decade later, he just remade it. And he just replaced the robots with dinosaurs. Because Jurassic Park is basically Westworld. It's the same movie. Just with a different issue, I guess, with a theme park. But this was okay. I don't know if I'd rewatch it. I don't know. Who am I kidding? I probably will at least once. Westworld. It was okay. I also got Future World, the sequel, which I know the HBO show like heavily borrows from both, but I haven't watched Future World yet, so I'll keep you updated. Okay, next we're going way back to Murders in the Rue Morgue, 1932. Yeah, with Bela Lugosi as Dr. Merkel. This is not a great movie. It's okay. It's charming for how old it is. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. It's difficult to really find it scary, I guess. And also, it doesn't really resemble the story that it's based on really at all. But I mean, it's got elements of the Poe story, but not a whole lot of them. And there's really nothing in here. Well, no, I take that back. That's like the original poster art, which is pretty cool. And I don't know. Oh, this is a Scream Factory release. I don't know. There's a chimp in it. Well, I should specify a guy in an ape suit is in it. My dog is being stupid, and I apologize. But anyway, yeah, Murders in the Rue Morgue. Okay, if you like older stuff, check it out. Okay, so next is a theme. I have Gone in 60 Seconds. Nicolas Cage. All right. Full disclosure, I'm a Nicolas Cage fan. I do like Nicolas Cage. He's ridiculous. I love the Rage Cage and all of that. This movie, not good. I don't know. It's okay. It's a remake, of course, of a film from like '72. There's a lot of things in this movie, man, that really don't make sense. I really love the scene in the movie where Nicolas Cage gives all of the cars female names. The cars that they're stealing, by the way. And they're like, why are you doing that, man? And he's like, it's, code. No one's the wiser. And I was like, what? So you're stealing women and not cars? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, I don't know. Jerry Bruckheimer. This is from, I want to say 2000, maybe. Actually, I think it's older than that. I think it's from like 96. God, this is another box where it doesn't actually say the year. But anyway, Gone in 60 Seconds. Angelina Jolie, Giovanna Ribisi is in this as well. And Delroy Lindo. It's okay. I will say, for a movie called Gone in 60 Seconds about cars, there's a shocking lack of cars in it. There is a car chase in like the last 20 minutes of the movie, but it doesn't really seem like nearly enough. There is car stealing, but that's not nearly as interesting. This movie has a very, like, I'm 15 years old and going to the movies by myself kind of vibe to it. Writing is awful. It's really bad. But it's entertaining. Kind of, if you forgive the phrase, turn your brain off and watch the movie. It's one of those. Okay, speaking of turn your brain off, so this is a good follow-up. I got the Fast and the Furious 8-movie collection Blu-ray. Now, I have not up to now watched all of these yet. I've watched the first 4, which were pretty good. I got to Fast 5, and I only watched like the first 20 minutes of it, and then I just couldn't do any more cars. These are fun. I mean, I guess as a person who like grew up in the 80s and the 90s, it is kind of cool to see a movie franchise so kind of like the old school franchises that is so successful. I mean, they've made 9 of these now. Like this one doesn't even encapsulate all of them. But yeah, I don't know. I like them for what they are. They're fun. Once again, turn your brain off movie. Okay. Next, I have another one, older one from the 30s, Dr. X. This one was really great. I really love this film. The film is actually in color. And yeah, it's been like colorized or whatever. But I think in certain theaters when the film came out, that was actually how it was shown. This is a Warner Archive release. Pretty great. Nothing inside. Yeah. So this is well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a mad scientist movie. Has Fay Wray in it, a pre-King Kong Fay Wray. Some good comedy in this movie. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember a whole lot about it. I should probably rewatch it, but I do remember really, really liking it. Also, just a quick note: anyone who is fans of Kool Keith or Dr. Octagon, there's like a sample on the Dr. Octagon album that he uses, lifted directly from this movie. But yeah, Dr. X, it was really cool. Okay. So next, I have Independence Day. Okay, so I actually watched this on 4th of July weekend. I had not seen this movie in probably 20 years. Really, really enjoyed it. I remember really liking it. Roland Emmerich, in my personal opinion, probably the only decent thing Emmerich has ever done. Yeah, Independence Day. It's again really stupid, but you know, it's fun. Get your Will Smith, got your Randy Quaid, Judd Hirsch is in this thing. Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum's really good. I haven't seen the other one. I know they made a sequel, or he made a sequel, I should say, like 20 years later or something like that. But I haven't seen that one. Independence Day, yeah, you know Independence Day. I'm not going to get into the plot of this movie. But yeah. Oh, okay. So next, I have from Synapse Films, The Exterminator. This film is awesome. 1980s exploitation film. Like a Vietnam vet guy just keeps kind of getting crapped on. It's sort of like I don't know. It's don't know. It's like a more 80s Rambo, I guess, and a little bit more or First Blood, I should say, and a little bit more psychotic. It's like this dude who just has a lot of Vietnam flashbacks, and they like kill one of his friends. The street gangs do, and then he takes vengeance. That's pretty much the whole movie. And they call him the Exterminator. Pretty awesome. There's Christopher George, Robert Ginty. I'm trying to remember, figure out what year this movie. 1980. Okay, so this movie is exactly the same age I am. Here's the Synapse Films thing. I'll take that out. Yeah, and there's the discs. Pretty nice. Blu-ray, and then there's like a DVD copy of the film as well. And this thing that I took out, don't worry about that. It's just the Synapse Films. There's my dog. All right. So last but not least, I saved the best for last. I got the Criterion Collection edition of Repo Man. Now, a couple things. I actually already owned this movie, but I just had like the bare bones DVD of it that I bought probably 20 years ago. So this is obviously the Criterion Collection. The other thing is, I did not realize, because I wasn't paying close enough attention, I didn't realize till it came in the mail that I ordered the DVD and not the Blu-ray. But hey, I guess whatever. So they've restored it. 2K digital audio commentary featuring Alex Cox, executive producer Michael Neesmith, casting director Victoria Thomas. Everybody loves Repo Man, dude. I don't want to. Anybody watching this is gonna know Repo Man. Pretty excellent booklet. You got your 2-disc edition there. Yeah, really, really cool inside cover art. That's like it's like all punk flyers all kind of put together. But yeah, Repo Man also, again, great movie. Probably one of the strangest, funniest, oddest movies I've ever seen. I really like Alex Cox. I liked everything he did, meaning this movie and the other one, Sid and Nancy. I absolutely hated Straight to Hell. I know people like that movie, but I honestly don't know why. I thought it was really pretty terrible. I guess it is kind of interesting that Courtney Love is in it. But God, I just thought that movie was like borderline unwatchable. But anyway, okay, guys, that's it for my update right now. All right, so let me know if you've seen any of these movies. Comment down below. Of course, as my daughter says, like and subscribe. Hit that notification button in case I end up doing this again in a year. Okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.